We often say thank you when life gives us something good, a gift, a blessing. But what happens when life gives us nothing? When our hands are empty and our hearts feel forgotten, most people become angry, bitter, and blind to the beauty around them. But there is another way, a way that can turn emptiness into miracles. This is the story of a woman who said thank you to an empty basket and changed her entire life. Long ago, in a poor mountain village, there lived an old woman named Arya. She was completely alone. Her husband had passed away many years before. Her little hut was small and cold, and her garden was tiny and often half empty. Every day, Arya walked into the forest to gather berries, mushrooms, and herbs in her old basket. Her legs were weak and her back hurt, but every time she returned home, she would quietly give thanks for the fresh air she could still breathe, the birds singing above, legs that still walked, and a basket with at least a little something inside. Her neighbors pitied her. "Poor Arya," they would whisper. "All alone, old and poor. What do you possibly have to be thankful for?" But she would always just smile and reply, "I have everything I need. I see beauty in every single day." One neighbor warned her, "Winter is coming soon. You need help." But Arya gently shook her head. "I have enough. I have the sun that still warms me, a roof over my head, and 2 hands that still work." The neighbors simply didn't understand. They saw only poverty, but Arya saw gifts everywhere she looked. Then one cold autumn morning, Arya went into the forest as she always did. The sky was gray and the wind was sharp. She searched slowly, her eyes scanning the forest floor for berries and mushrooms. But on that day, the forest was empty. No berries, no herbs, no mushrooms. She walked for hours, checking every familiar spot, but her basket stayed completely empty. Exhausted and hungry, she finally sat down beneath a tree. Her legs ached, her stomach growled, and the sun was already setting. Soon, darkness would cover the forest. She looked at her empty basket, held it in her hands, and whispered, "Thank you, empty basket." Anyone else might have cried or cursed their fate, but Arya simply smiled and said, "Thank you for the strength to walk today. Thank you for the forest, even when it gives nothing. Thank you for another day of life." At that very moment, a young hunter passing through the woods heard her soft voice. Surprised, he stepped closer and saw the old woman, alone, thanking an empty basket. Moved by her incredible gratitude, he offered her some of his food and helped her gather fallen firewood. He then walked her safely home. The next day, he told the villagers what he had witnessed. Ashamed, they realized that Arya, who had so little, was richer in spirit than all of them combined. Soon, neighbors began helping her, sharing food, repairing her roof, and bringing warmth into her once lonely home. From that winter on, Arya was never truly alone again, and the villagers learned a powerful lesson from her. Sometimes, when life gives you nothing, gratitude opens doors that anger and bitterness never can. The real miracle wasn't that her basket eventually became full, but that her heart already was. Gratitude truly can turn emptiness into abundance. Thank you for listening. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe for more.